Hello and welcome to the I've Seen Everything Reaction Wrap-Up. My name's Andrew and I'm glad to have you here with me. This is where I share my thoughts, rating, and review following my most recent reaction or watch-along video. To find these reaction and watch-along videos, please visit @SeenEverything over on YouTube. Please be sure to click the follow button here on the podcast, and for those listening on Apple Podcasts, a rating and review would be greatly appreciated. And now, on to this episode's wrap-up for Doctor Who, Season 1, Episode 7, The Legend of Ruby Sunday. All right. Well, that was certainly quite an episode. It's difficult in these episodes where you have such gripping scenes, such kind of engrossing action on the screen, or important, like emotional parts you don't want to talk over, to actually keep speaking during a reaction so you can edit something together. But I have that on the brain. I just finished editing Boom earlier today, and that was another one of those where it's like, how do you speak during stuff like that? How do you speak during certain parts? And I felt that a lot with this episode tonight. Very, very interesting, bringing a lot of pieces together. We see Rose again for the first time since the Bi-Generation, or since right after the Bi-Generation. We see Mel again. We see Kate Lethbridge-Stewart again. We see Unit Tower again. What happened to Shirley? That's what I'd like to know. Shirley was great. I thought we were going to see her again. But is that who Morris replaced? I can't remember if his title was Science Officer or not. Anyway, very interesting episode, going right at the heart of trying to figure out who Ruby's mother is. Little hints all through the season, obviously. It starts snowing everywhere. It started snowing in this machine even before the machine was on. I still really get the feeling that Ruby's mother was protecting her from something. It just seemed like the best fit from the very beginning. It seemed like, because she was so mysterious from the beginning, it wasn't some, random person from Earth who was just in trouble and couldn't take care of a child. It didn't seem like. I always got the feeling that what they would lead to, especially if there's going to be some grand mystery around who Ruby was that her mother left her there to try to protect her from something that was looking for her. So I get the feeling that, and obviously since they found this thing when they went back to explore Ruby's Earth, I get the feeling that this thing is connected to her in some way. And obviously we saw Mrs. Flood with Cherry getting real creepy, looking out at the cloudy sky. Apparently knew what was going on with He Who Waits, or the god of death. So we had lots of little seeds planted here and there that are all kind of coming to fruition now, which makes sense. But why was this specifically tied to Ruby is the thing we don't know yet. And what was her mother specifically protecting her from? Who is Ruby? There's been rumors flying around that whether or not Millie Gibson continues beyond this season. If she does, do we not find out who her mother is this season? I don't know. It's difficult to try to pick up all of the references as they've been made throughout the season, throughout the specials, how they all fit together, what the Doctor knows and what he doesn't know. Maybe the call out to Susan was just a nice thing to bring back the name of that character to reference the beginning of the show. Carol Ann Ford, who played Susan, is still alive, and she has come back, I believe, during Classic in the past to reprise her role. I don't know how old she is. I don't know if there would be some chance she would actually show up maybe at the end of this in some small capacity, reprising her role once again. So many questions, so many things left unanswered, and as it should be, this is a 2-part finale. We're supposed to be dying to know these questions until next week. So we're going to be dying to know these questions until next week. So as far as my rating on this episode, I would have to give this 4.5 stars. This was a crazy episode. It was a lot of fun. There were a couple of emotional moments for sure. But it was kind of nonstop action leading up to something and then understandably cuts off. It's all set up for what the payoff is going to be in the next episode. So I don't know if maybe it'd be more fair to rate the two of them together, since they make complete story. But on its own, I'm going to go ahead and give it 4.5. How much did you like this episode? Let me know. I'd be interested to hear. Anyway, thank you so much for coming along on this reaction with me. I've really enjoyed this season of Doctor Who. I hope you'll stick around to see all the other things I have planned for this channel. And I'll meet you right back here for the next one. Thank you for listening to the I've Seen Everything reaction wrap-up. Again, to find these reaction and watch-along videos, please visit @SeenEverything over on YouTube. Please consider following the podcast, and for those on Apple Podcasts, a rating and review are always appreciated. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll meet you here on the next episode.